What's up, Lancer Nation? This is Frank Wyszynski, and we're here at the wrestling match between Stanford and California Baptist University tonight, January 18th, 2020. We're starting at 141 tonight with Velasquez representing the CBU Lancers. Stanford had a duel earlier this afternoon against Life Pacific, one of the newest college wrestling programs in the Southern California area. Not much going on right now. Both guys just feeling each other out, hand fighting, seeing what openings they can get. Minute 30 left in the first period. Velasquez called for stalling. Woods putting the pressure on. 45 seconds left in the first. Woods in on a shot. Velasquez dives to that Iranian position, but he can't really get the ankle. Trying to roll through. Ref was given the danger call, but Velasquez cleared out of the position. Now they're just in a classic scramble. And the ref calls stalemate. Back to the center for these guys. 21 seconds left in the first. Score still 0-0. Good snap by Woods. Velasquez in on a shot, but Woods circles around and gets the 2 right at the end of the period. That'll bring us to the end of our first period. Woods up 2-0. Velasquez chooses bottom. Velasquez off to a hot start, gets a caution call. Velasquez up to his feet right away, but Woods does a good job bringing him down, bringing him out of bounds. And Velasquez, too jumpy again, gets his second caution call. One more and he'll get a point against him. Woods keeping that tight waist chop. Velasquez does a nice sit out, and he gets to his feet. Scores now 2-1. Woods only gathered about 18 seconds of riding time there. And we have a minute and 30 left in the second period. Score is 2-1. Velasquez getting going with some fakes, and he gets that single. Woods does a good job of diving around, but Velasquez is going to lock up that Turk and get the 2. Beautiful takedown by Velasquez. Woods gets right back up to his feet. Score is now 3-3. 45 seconds left in the second. Velasquez has that ability to ignite a matchup in just seconds. Really go from no action to a ton of action in a drop of a dime. Woods starting to back Velasquez up to the edge. Velasquez does a good job of circling back into the center, keep that hand fighting going. And the ref calls stalemate. I'm not sure if you could see on the camera, but the wrestlers were interlocking fingers. Apparently that's a big no-no. 10 seconds left in the second. Score is still all tied up. And that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Score is 3-3. Woods chooses bottom. Nice takedown by Velasquez. Gets the 2. Almost had him on his back. And he's going for the roll through tilt. And he couldn't quite get the post leg, but now he's sinking the bar. He's running it. Ref's gonna call caution there. Seems like we're having a little problem with the knee here.
So I'm looking at the video. It's looking. Yes.
30 seconds left on injury time. Stanford gets back up to his feet, trying to see that stability in the knee. Doesn't look too good, but seems like he might push on anyway. Yeah, this does not look good. I think this is going to be, might get stopped pretty quickly after this whistle blows, but. Velasquez up to his feet right away. Stanford really not putting any pressure on that knee. I think Velasquez is gonna really go for him here. Coach Zaleski calling for Velasquez in a hand fight. Stanford is really not good on that knee right now. He's not going to have too much mobility no matter what Velasquez does. Velasquez is sticking to the outside. .20 seconds left in the third. Velasquez still up 6-4. And Velasquez gets the Lancers started off with a 6-4 decision win. That'll bring the team score 3-0. Your CBU Lancers are in the lead after one.
Up next in the 149-pound weight class, Stanford's Shivan faces CBU's AJ Raya.
Now we got from Stanford, Shivan versus the Lancers, AJ Raya, captain. Winners field of the Bakersfield Roadrunner Open. Raya has been having quite the season. This year is the first year in the lineup for the Lancers. He's a redshirt sophomore. Started his freshman year off at Indiana, wrestling in the Big Ten. Got some conference matches in there and did very well, but decided to come on home to Southern California and represent the Lancers in their inaugural year of Division I. Redshirted last year, did well in all the open tournaments, and now is finally in the lineup at 149. Shivan with a hard snap. Pass by. Shivan's looking for this underhook on Raya's right side. Trying to go that underhook past the single. Raya's doing a good job of keeping his arms down though. Can't let a guy like that get inside. Raya's got a nice shot by Raya into that single. He's gonna go for that finish here, try to get him to his back. And he gets the two, and he's going right for the tilt. Shivan doing a good job of getting to his base, but Raya's snug on that tight waist. Looking for some back points here. He's going arm lever. Rolls through nice with Shivan, but the ref calls him out of bounds. Shivan keep going for that. Keep attempting that Peterson roll. He almost had something there. Raya decided to just give up one. Made a smart business decision there, I would say. Shivan in on a shot. Raya doing a good job of keeping his legs out, scrambling well. Now he's got that nice heavy whizzer. Definitely want Raya to be careful with that knee though, so let's see how this plays out. He's doing a good job, and he gets his hips in front. Shivan just being tight on that leg. Let's hope for a stalemate call here. Mystic Frank up here on the mic. Raya's just a gritty wrestler. Wins a lot of his matches just by being stubborn, not giving up points easy, just as we saw. .15 seconds left in the first. Raya still up 2-1. He got about 35 seconds of riding time during that short stint on top. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period. Shivan getting in the face of Raya. for reasons unknown. Always interesting when a wrestler who's losing tries to pose when the period ends, but different strokes for different folks, I guess. Raya starts the period off on bottom, gets to his feet right away, gets that wrist control. Shivan drops to a leg. Raya's going for that danger roll there. See if he can get it. Ref calls locking hands on Shivan, and then he calls a stalemate. Apologize, that wasn't a locking hands warning. That was a stall warning that he was giving Shivan. But Raya right back to the base. See if he can get back up to his feet and do it again. Shivan's going to drop to the ankle.
Hips out, hips out.
Raya doing a good job of sprawling, neutralizing that threat. And they're right back to work on top, right in each other's face. Raya is known in the CBU wrestling room for beating up multiple guys during a practice. Dude just has a gas tank. It's hard to just keep him with one partner. Nice shot and sprawl. Shot attempt by Raya. And we have 35 seconds left here in the second period. Raya is up 3-1. Raya still has 16 seconds of riding time. Raya keeping up on this offense. This will pay dividends in the third period if Shivan decides to slow down. Raya can start building up those stall calls. And that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Score is still 3-1. Raya with 16 seconds of riding time has an opportunity to build here. Shivan going for that roll again, and it works. He's going on offense right away. Raya with a reshot. Raya has to keep hands on him, keep inside. Neutralize that threat coming from Shivan. Shivan wants that underhook. Raya does a good job on the reshot, gets to the single. He's got to get that head out. Shivan tries to dive away, and Raya gets a takedown to make the score 5-2. Looking for the tilt now, looking for the bonus points. Shivan starting to slow down a little bit. And the ref calls him out. We'll get a reset here with 1:09 left in the third period. Raya up 5-2 with 40 seconds of riding time build up. Raya needs 20 seconds to get that riding time point for those of you doing the math at home. Oh, caution on Shivan. Jumping the gun a little bit. Raya needs 10 more seconds to lock up that riding time point, and he's not going to do it. Shivan gets to his feet. And there is 50 seconds left here in the third period. Nice shot by Raya, getting to the leg. Shivan doing a good job of sprawling and keeping Raya flat, but Raya's starting to build up, gets to the double. Getting that Iranian position. Shivan has a waist lock. Ref is calling danger. Raya's got the Turk. Shivan decides to give it up and just turn it over. Shivan going for the last-minute ditch at the back hook. But Raya gets around it. 10 seconds left here in the third period. Raya has the riding time point built up now. Shivan just going for broke. Raya might get the pin, and that'll bring us to the end of the third. AJ Raya locks up the big 8-3 win for the Lancers, bringing your team score to 6-0. Lancers still in the lead. We're coming to 157 here. We have Stanford's Tyler Haitians versus CB Wrestling's true freshman Zachary Rowe. Rowe is 5-9 on the year, having a pretty solid year. Got thrown into the lineup early. A true Lancer freshman. He's doing a great job of scrapping against some of the nation's toughest opponents this year. So we'll see how he matches up tonight against Haitians, who is 15-6 on the year for Stanford. Haitians getting that, looking for a, interesting shot by Haitians. Went to the collar tie, inside leg. Rowe gets hit for stalling early. Got to circle in on the edge. Haitians keeps looking for that knee pick. Put a lot of pressure on Rowe here from the gate. Rowe's got to circle in here on the edge. Haitians pushing the pressure, keeping him on the edge. Rowe trying to get out, but Rowe doing a good job of avoiding that knee pick, but might get hit for stalling here soon if Rowe doesn't start to match the action of Haitians. Haitian in on a shot. Rowe doing a good job of staying on his feet. See if he can do something on the edge here. Haitian's trying to drag him in, and that'll bring us. Rowe looked like he was withering in pain for a second, but turned out to just be a fluke. Score is 0-1 at the end of the first period. Haitians in the lead. Chooses bottom going into the second. Rowe throwing the boots in right away. Breaking Haitians down to his feet, or down to his face, I should say. Rowe trying to crank that over. Still has the boots in, keeping his hips up off the mat very well. See if Rowe can do something here. If anything, he can build up riding time. Rowe slid off the back of Haitians there and gave up the reversal. Score is now 3-0. Haitians has a crossface cradle locked up. Pardon me, it's just a regular cradle. Rowe doing a good job of basing out. However, Haitian seems determined to turn this bad boy over. Rowe's got to work to get hand control there, try to break the grip. And Haitians gives it up. Rowe up to his feet. Got to be careful to keep his head away from the knee. Don't want to give up the cradle again. Haitians went for a quick knee pick, and now he just has the crab ride. Rowe up to his feet. And Rowe gets a reversal, has Haitians on his back for a brief second, and that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Stanford coach is not too happy with that call, but it is what it is. Score is now 3-2. Haitians still in the lead, has 44 seconds of riding time built up, and this could be an interesting third period here. Haitians on that leg in, looking for that spladle, goes to the cradle instead. Rowe being very stubborn again, not going over. See if he can kick out of this. Not a great position to be in. Haitians was in a dangerous position himself there for a second, but rolled out of it. Let go of the cradle. Scores now 7-2. Haitians has a minute and 30 seconds of riding time built up now. Rowe up to his feet, on the edge, and he gets the one, and the ref calls him out of bounds. Score will now be 7-3. Haitians has the riding time, however. See if Rowe can get some offense here going. Rowe on a single attempt, but Haitians does a good job sprawling. Has a front headlock now, going to circle around. Rowe gets another grip on that leg. Might get a stall call here if nobody does anything. 25 seconds left here in the third. And the ref calls stalemate, just as I predicted. Haitians working to get the major here. 8 seconds left. However, he is not going to get it. And that'll bring our final score to 8-3. Stanford gets their first win on the board. Rowe does a good job of saving team points there, not giving up any bonus points. He was in a couple tough positions there throughout the match, and he persevered and got the job done for CBU.
Please stand up and be recognized.
Team score is now at 165. We have 7th in the nation, Shane Griffin versus Cole Pruitt. Griffin is 17-0 on the year, and Cole Pruitt is just coming into the lineup for CBU after Josh Grant was injured at the Reno Tournament of Champions. Pruitt, who's coming off a brutal knee surgery, came in and filled the spot at 165 and is getting his first reps in as a redshirt freshman here for us at CBU. Shot attempt by Pruitt. Griffin goes for a throw by though. Griffin on that low single, and he gets a takedown on the edge. Pruitt right up to his feet. And Griffin has the arm bar locked up tight. Pruitt trying to roll out of it. Tough position to be in for Pruitt. However, it seems like he's getting his hips down to the mat. And Griffin gets the pin with 1:30 left in the first period. That'll bring our team score to Stanford 9, CBU 6. Our first lead change of the night.
Up next to the 174-pound weight class, Stanford's Jared Hill faces off against CBU's Jacob Cooper.
Now have Stanford's Jared Hill versus CBU's senior Jacob Cooper. A lot of action here right away. Cooper in on a single. Has that ankle. Hill doing a good job of keeping his hips to the mat, not giving anything up. Now we're in that Iranian position. Cooper peeking through. Cooper's gonna try to turn in. And Hill just ends up giving it up. Cooper gets right to his crab ride. Cooper is very, very strong and very long. Makes for a dangerous guy on top. Cooper almost had back points there. Gets right back to his claw ride.
Good job, Jake. Keep it up.
Gonna need some big bonus points here from Cooper. Keep the Lancers in the match. Cooper right away to that crab ride.
Return.
And before they went out of bounds, Hill got the 1-point escape. See if Cooper can get back to work on the feet. Get right back to that single. Cooper looking for a pass by. Nice duck by Coop to the single. See if Cooper can spin around on this. Might end up back in that Iranian position. Cooper's gonna switch off to one leg. Hill doing a good job of keeping his hips square, heavy to the mat. Makes it really hard for Cooper to get a good leverage point, but doesn't matter anyway because the ref calls stalemate. Nice fake by Cooper. Hill keeping good inside tie. Cooper looking for the Russian tie. Cooper almost had a hybrid type of drag there, but Hill circled out of it. Cooper keeping a good grip on Hill's left arm. Holding up a lot of Hill's offense by just getting back to that Russian tie. That'll bring us to the end of the first period. Score is 2-1 Cooper. Cooper has 36 seconds of riding time built up. And he's going to start the second period on bottom. Hill trying to get that Iowa ride. Trying to lift up Cooper's right leg so he can sink that right boot in, but Cooper's doing a good job of keeping to his base. He's gonna have to kick that leg out at some point though. Almost does a sit back, but he gets to his feet instead. Nice mat return by Hill though. Hill has now taken off Cooper's riding time and is gonna start building up some of his own. And these guys are back to the center. Hill looking to get that leg in right away, keeping a lot of pressure on Cooper's hands, making it hard for Cooper to stand up. Cooper gets a wrist control, see if he can get his hips out. Hill with another nice mat return. Cooper to the sit out. Hill doing a good job of following Cooper. And Hill gets that right boot in from that Iowa ride. Cooper's got to get that right hip down, almost army crawl out of this position. Now that he's on his base, he can sit Hill to the hip, start to work out of it. Hill has 43 seconds of riding time built up now, and there is 38 seconds left in the second period. Cooper's got the wrist control. Hill's leg is now out. However, he still has that Iowa ride. Hill working for that 2-on-1. Hill now has over a minute of riding time, and there's 10 seconds left here in the second. And that'll bring us to the end of the second period. The score is now 2-1. Hill's going to choose bottom. Hill, however, has over a minute of riding time. Let's see if Cooper can take some of that off right now. Cooper getting right to that crab ride. Cooper has to ride for 18 more seconds
17, buddy. Dig deep, Jake.
to take off that riding time.
Dig deep.
Cooper got a little excited before the whistle. Caution green. Get a reset here. Minute and 54 left in the second. Or the third. Sorry about that. Hill gets the escape, and he still has the riding time point. Score is now 2-2. Cooper's going to need a takedown to get the win here. Hill in on a nice reshot to that Iranian position. See if Cooper can scramble his way out of this one. Cooper doing a good job of staying out of that danger position. See if he can get a stalemate here. And he gets a 2, and he's getting back points. I don't know how the heck that happened, but Stanford does throw the challenge break there, so we're gonna come to a little timeout period here. And Stanford's gonna challenge that call.
Big breath, Jake. Right. Dig deep, son.
Ready, Lauren? Yeah, I counted 2 on danger zone.
Stanford's coaches are challenging the call, but there doesn't seem to be 2 given on the takedown for CBU's wrestler. So they're trying to figure it out right now. So the score is still 2-2 with riding time in favor of the Stanford wrestler. .40 seconds left, guys, just hand fighting here. Cooper's gonna need a takedown. Hill's trying to hold him off. .12 seconds left. It's gotta happen here. Hill's doing a good job keeping him under. And that's it. That's a decision win for Jared Hill from Stanford. Moving on to 184 now is Garrett Strang from CBU and Nick Addison from Stanford.
Faces off against CBU's Garrett Strang.
Team score is now 12-6 in favor of Stanford. Your main host, Frank Krasinski, is coming back. Off to him.
And we're gonna have a nice matchup here between Garrett Strang and Nick Addison. Strang from CBU, Addison from Stanford. Strang is one of the captains here of the Lancers wrestling team. Senior, transferred from some school in Colorado from his freshman year. Was the RMAC Rookie of the Year his first year in the Lancers lineup. Team scores now 12-6. Stanford in the lead. Addison in on a shot. Strang doing a good job of getting to that opposite side ankle, making it real tough for Addison to come around and finish. And just as I say it, Addison gets the finish and Gets a boot in on top. Minute 30 left here in the first period. Nice raw out of bounds. Score is still 2-0. Minute 9 left in the first. Strang up to his feet, gets the wrist control. Addison drops to a leg, but couldn't quite do enough. Score is now 2-1. Addison has 34 seconds of riding time built up. Garrett right in on a shot. It's gonna do a big lift for the crowd, and he gets a takedown with the Turk. Gonna look for back points here. Could score big here for the Lancers. Garrett's one of the team's masters on top. Once he gets that boot in, he can really change the momentum of a match just by a short stint on top. See if he can do some work here with 26 seconds left. Garrett looking for backs here. Garrett's just gonna keep ripping that face. If you can't see on the screen, Addison's mouthpiece is shoved almost all the way into his mouth. Garrett just being brutal on top. 3 seconds left. Garrett's not gonna get any points, but sure did a number on Addison in that short amount of time. Score is now 3-2 Strang. Strang has 14 seconds of riding time built up. And Garrett's gonna start the period on bottom. Strang looking to get the reversal. Pokes under the leg of Addison, turns in. Nice move. Addison kicks his leg out, but Strang gets the reversal. Score is now 5-2. Strang just building that riding time back on top. Strang with a big mat return. Strang is always a crowd favorite. Very exciting wrestler to watch. Big muscles, big lifts. You love to see it. Addison looking to get a reversal. Strang caught him this time. Scores now 5-3. Strang built up 26 seconds of riding time there. Strang with that front headlock. And he cuts back to the other side. Gets to the single. Looking for the Turk there. Garrett's always looking for bonus points. Not just satisfied with the takedown, he wants more. And he gets a takedown. Addison does a good job of turning out of that Turk. Strang working to sink that leg in now. Has Addison's right leg figure forward. And that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Strang leading 7-3. Has a minute and 7 seconds of riding time built up. CBU's got to work to cut this team deficit now. 3-pounders coming in at 184. Garrett Strang, Lopez at 197, and Schroeder at heavyweight. Heavyweight's going to be our marquee matchup tonight. Schroeder and Showmi have met plenty of times. Split a lot of matches. we're in for an exciting one tonight. Addison gets to his feet, gets the escape, scores now 7-4. Addison in on a single. Garrett gets his legs around, however. Cuts around that front headlock. See if he can get a big mat return here. Addison back in on a leg. And Garrett gets a takedown. Persistence always wins. Garrett with that leg in. See if he can do some work here with a minute left in the third. Strang has a minute and 30 seconds of riding time built up. See if he can start putting some back points on Addison. Strang has that leg in now. See if he can get Addison's hips over. Red gets hit for stalling, not doing much on bottom. It's hard for a guy on top to score when the bottom guy isn't giving much action. But no factor for Strang. He's just going to keep. Not sure how you get a stalling call on green there, but the ref's going to call it anyway. Interesting that the ref would call stalling when Strang was trying to work for back points, but it is what it is. I won't tell him how to do his job, even if he is doing it wrong. Addison up to his feet. Strang with a big lift. Addison went to do a mat return switch right there. And he gets the escape. Scores now 9-5. Strang has 2 minutes and 25 seconds of riding time build up, however. And that'll bring us to the end of the third. Strang's going to lock up the 10-5 victory.
At the 197-pound weight class, Stanford faces off against CBU.
Now at 197 for Stanford, we have Seamus O'Malley versus Eric Lopez of CBU. This is sure to be a good one here tonight. Two very exciting wrestlers to watch. For big guys, they bring a lot of motion, a lot of action to the mat. Eric Lopez getting control early, goes for that double. Seamus or O'Malley does a good job of getting those underhooks in and stopping him, however. These guys just in a feeling out process right now. Lopez in on another shot. Pushes O'Malley out of bounds. Lopez gonna keep the pressure on. See if he can get a stall call here on the edge. Minute 45 left here in the first period. Pass by attempt by O'Malley. If I was a betting man, I would say that Seamus was an Irishman. That's besides the point. O'Malley with a shot attempt. Lopez does a good job of getting that leg back and circling out. Minute left here in the first. O'Malley with another shot attempt. Lopez gets that underhook, looking for that ankle pick, and he gets it. O'Malley doing a good job of keeping those hips out. These guys both just being very stubborn on defense this period. And we got nothing out of that. A lot of fun action, though. Lopez with a beautiful shot and gets a 2 on the edge. Could have had back points there, but O'Malley does a good job of getting his legs out and getting his hips down. That'll bring us to the end of the first period. We have 5 seconds left. Lopez takes a 2-0 lead and gets a little bit of riding time on top of it. What an exciting first period out of these two big men. Lopez is going to defer. O'Malley's going to choose bottom. See if Lopez can add a couple points here. Doing a good job of spreading the base of O'Malley, making it hard for him to get up. These Stanford wrestlers are very fond of the switch. A lot of their guys going to it regularly, and it's working. Scores 2-1. Lopez has 32 seconds of riding time built up. See if he can get back to work on his feet now. Pass by attempt, or drag attempt by Lopez to a shot. O'Malley gets those double underhooks though. Lopez pushes out of it. Lopez looking for that ankle pick again, almost went for the bulldog. See if Lopez can do anything here. Shot attempt, but these guys break. We have 30 seconds left here in the second. Lopez with a nice sprawl. O'Malley keeps going to that single. Lopez almost gets the lat drop there off of O'Malley's double, but nothing comes of it. Very exciting move to watch, however. Lopez has an overhook. 3 seconds left. That'll bring us to the end of the second period. Lopez will choose neutral going into the third period. The score is 2-1. He's got 32 seconds of riding time built up. Shot attempt by O'Malley. Lopez circles out of it, but he gets hit with a stall call in the process. However, he goes in on a shot right away, gets spread out on a double, switches it off to the single, and he's going to get a big lift. O'Malley stays on his feet. Lopez has to circle in here so he doesn't get hit with the stall call. O'Malley trying to dig underhooks. And he gets Lopez to the mat, almost has him on his back for a brief period. Score is now 2-3. 45 seconds left here in the third. Lopez has to get up to his feet. O'Malley's doing a good job of just basing him out though. Lopez works up to the base. See if he can do something here. 25 seconds left. 15. And O'Malley's gonna ride him out. That last minute takedown for the win. Final score 3-2. O'Malley gets a third period win here in Van Dyne Gym. For those of you doing the math at home, team score is now 15-9. Stanford in the lead. However, we're coming into our heavyweight marquee matchup between Showmi versus Zach Schroeder. These guys have met plenty of times before throughout the year, so this is sure to be an interesting match. Showmi on a shot attempt. Couldn't keep his feet in, however. Stanford a little mad, however. That was about 10 feet out of bounds by the time Showmi would have had the takedown, so. Schroeder looking for the underhook here. Minute 30 left here in the first. Showmi with a short shot attempt, but blocked by Schroeder's underhook. Schroeder doing a good job of neutralizing Showmi's outside attacks by keeping that underhook, keeping the pace nice and controlled. Doing a good job of staying on his head, getting back to that underhook. See if he can do something here.
Shots off of it.
Good hand fighting by these guys in the first. 39 seconds left.
There you go. Good, good.
Shot fake by Schroeder, gets right back into that underhook.
Wait till he pops up. Wait till he pops up. Pull, now go.
Pull by Schroeder. Fake by Showmi. Gets a big reaction out of Schroeder.
Pressure good.
Short time here. 10 seconds left in the first. Score is still 0-0. Shot attempt by Schroeder. And that'll bring us to the end of the first. Score is 0-0. Red is going to defer to Schroeder. Schroeder's going to choose down. See if the Gerber Bear can get the first points of this match. Nice roll by Schroeder, but he go out of bounds.
Keep it going.
Schroeder carries many nicknames in the CBU wrestling room. One being the Manhattan Beach Bear, the other the Gerber Bear. Because for those of you who don't know, Zachary was the Gerber Food baby model for their very popular food line. However, he is retired from that gig and now solely focusing on wrestling and graduating from school. Showmi drops to a leg. Schroeder dives out of it. Schroeder's got to work to get hand control there. Get his hips out to the when he gets to his feet. Showmi's got 31 seconds of riding time built up now. Schroeder up to his feet. Showmi goes for the cradle. Schroeder slinks out of it, however. And Schroeder gets a reversal on the edge. And that's what I say. When I say Schroeder is an athletic heavyweight, that is exactly what I mean. Not a lot of big guys can move like that these days. Score is now 2-0 Schroeder. Showmi only built up 39 seconds of riding time, so that is currently not a factor. Schroeder working to break Showmi down. Showmi gets to his feet, however, and the score is now 2-1. 1 minute left here in the second.
Keep going, keep pushing the pace. Get your head, Zach, get your head position. Yes, yes, right at
Ankle pick attempt by Schroeder. Backs out of it though.
Yes.
Snatch attempt by Schroeder. Again, Showmi gets that leg down and gets out of it. 15 seconds left here in the second. Schroeder in the front headlock. The ref should call stalling there. Showmi was fleeing the mat as they would call it in the rule book, and just as I called it, ref calls stalling. 5 seconds left here in the second. Score is 2-1 Schroeder still.
Let's go. Here we go.
Showmi thought he gave up the takedown, but he only gave up a stall call. Red's gonna choose bottom going into the third. See if Schroeder can do some work here. Lot of action here in the third period for two big heavyweights. Schroeder again trying to circle around. Schroeder could go for the ankle pick attempt here. See if he does anything with it. And there's a technical call on red there. Stanford challenged the call. See what the ref has to say about that. However, this is a good opportunity for both of these heavyweights to get a little air into their lungs. Have a very exciting minute and 21 seconds of wrestling left here in the third.
Can I see the video?
And the ref confirms the call. Score is now 3-2 Schroeder. Minute and 21 seconds left here in the third.
He's coming.
Showmi's going to be coming hot out of the gate. Schroeder gets that underhook collar tie, though.
Get one. Get one. Get one. Put it away. Yes, yes. Get one. Put it away. Score, score. Ah. Yes, good, Zach. Beautiful. Pull, pull. Push, pull, push, pull. Yes, pull. All the way
42 seconds left here in the third. Shot attempt by Showmi on the edge. Schroeder with a big lift. That's a big match for CBU here going into 125 and 133. Showmi on a shot attempt. Schroeder's got to circle around. Showmi down on his face. Schroeder doing a good job of getting his hips down. And the ref calls him out of bounds, a little prematurely, I would say. However, we have 25 seconds left here, 23 seconds actually. Showmi on a shot attempt. Ref hits green with a stall warning. Schroeder can get his ankle pick there. Schroeder trying to get around, see if he can get that single. 5 seconds left. Schroeder on the feet. And we have 3 seconds left. Schroeder sprawls, and that'll bring us to the end of the match. Schroeder emerges victorious. Schroeder celebrating a big here in Van Dyne Gym. And we're back down to the little guys. Got Jackson Desario of the Stanford Cardinals versus Dylan Attune of the CBU Lancers. Sure to be an exciting matchup here tonight. Team scores now 15-12. Stanford still in the lead here with 2 matches to go. Always interesting going from heavyweight matchup to the 125-pound matchup. Contrast in sizes and speed. A little hard for the eyes to adjust. Attune in on a shot attempt, gets to the Iranian position. Nice scramble here. Desario doing a good job of getting to that ankle, making it a little tough on Attune. Let's see if he can get around and get that Turk, finish the single. Got to go high here. Desario gets the height, and he gets the 2. A very fun scramble to start the match. Desario has that bar arm, reinforced bar arm right now. Or bar half, I should say. Now he's got the leg in. No back points awarded yet. Desario gets reversed by Attune. Desario gets to his feet on the escape. Attune in on a shot right away, but Desario gets a takedown, scores 5-2. Attune reaching for the head. Could get the reversal again. If anything, he's going to get one. Scores down 5-3. Desario just hit a minute of riding time, and we have 9 seconds left here in the first period. Desario takes a quick peek at the clock. And that'll bring us to the end of the first. Score is 5-3, Desario. Attune trying to break Desario down. Desario doing a good job of knee sliding. Keeping a good base. If anything, Attune's got to work to cut down some of that riding time that Desario built up in the first. And Attune cuts him. Score is now 6-3. However, Desario lost that riding time. Both guys looking for wrist control here. Shot attempt by Attune, gets that single again, gets to that Iranian position. He's got to hide those ankles so Desario doesn't end up in that same scramble position he did last time. Attune's got to be patient here. He's got to single out one leg, work to pull it around, and the ref calls stalemate. It's a hard position to score in.
No shots from red.
And we have 35 seconds left here in the second period. Score is still 3-6. Another shot attempt by Attune. And again in that Iranian position. Desario doing a good job of keeping those ankles away from Attune, making it really hard for him to single one out and get a takedown. However, Attune pops one leg over. It's gonna hopefully get the 2 here. We have 10 seconds left. And the ref calls 2. Attune's got to work up to the feet so he doesn't give up a stall call. And he finishes out the period on top. Score is now 5-6. Attune's going to choose bottom. Attune's working to base up. Desario doing a good job of keeping that boot in. Attune's got to get to his base while he can. We now have 1 minute left here in the third. Desario just not really doing anything, but keeping Attune very flat, snuffing out any offense that Attune has on bottom here. Desario working to get that armbar in. And a ref calls stalemate, not much going on. We got 29 seconds left. Score is 5-6. However, Desario does have 2 minutes of riding time built up. See if Attune can make something happen here. If he gets a reversal, he could send it into overtime. However, Desario is doing a good job of wrapping up Attune's legs and neutralizing any offense that he could hope to work for. And now we have 10 seconds left here in the third. Ref calls stalling on red. Something I've been saying for years. 7 seconds left. Attune needs 2 to tie. And he's going to get the escape, but he will unfortunately lose on that riding time point.
Your winner, Stanford's Jackson Desario.
And Desario gets a 7-6 win, bringing the team score to 18-12. Stanford, CBU still has a chance. Perez can go big here and get the pin. We shall see. This will be an exciting one for sure. Perez is good on top. If he can get the pin here, CBU will win on criteria. Actually, I take that back. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. These guys taking some big swings at each other. Unnecessary roughness call on Keanu Perez. Weird that they would call that in a sport like wrestling, but maybe Keir is not wanting to have it tonight. Shoved by Perez. Heavy clubs coming from both of these guys. Keir gets stunned. Perez has a hard head. Keir goes that 2-on-1. Perez filling the spot of Christian Nunez tonight, who unfortunately got food poisoning before the match. Threw up a few times. Keir in on that single. Perez had the wizard, but let go of it. See if he can fight out of this. And Keir gets the 2. 10 seconds left here in the first. Keir will finish on top. Perez is going to choose top here. See if he can go to work on top while he has the chance. Perez gets the legs in right away. Going to work to flatten out Keir here. Ref calls a stalling on green. Perez is going to go for the mat return here. Drops down to a leg. Ref is giving the stall count. And Perez gives it up. Score is now 4-0. Perez has 20 seconds of riding time build up. Shot attempt by Perez. Oh, throw by Keir. Puts Perez on his back. Perez trying to fight off. And he bellies out. Keir gets a 4-point near fall there, bringing the score to 10-0. 25 seconds left in the second period. Perez looking for that arm bar now. 5 seconds left here in the second. Perez goes for a quick kill. Perez starts off the period on top. He's got some work to do here. Keir doing a good job of kicking over, gets to his feet, and he gets the escape. Score is now 11-0. Minute 40 left here in the third. See if Perez can make some magic happen here. Throw attempt by Perez ends up to be nothing, but got the crowd excited for a quick second. Let's see if he can maybe go for it again. Catch Keir slipping. Keir took a big heavy breath. Shot attempt by Keir. Perez in that front headlock. Keir gets out of it though. Shot attempt by Keir. 55 seconds left here in the third. Keir continuing to work for a technical fall. Perez looking for some magic to happen. .46 seconds left. Not much action from either guy. Keir with a good snap. Circles around. Perez gave a good fight, but Keir gets a 2. He's gonna try to cut him. He's gonna look for the technical fall here. Score is now 13-1, 5 seconds left. And that'll bring us to the end of the match. Final score, 13-1. Perez gave a tough fight. That'll bring our final team score to 22-12, or 22-12, yes. Hard fought match by the Lancers, but eventually gave it up to Stanford. Your Lancers will be back in action on Thursday night versus Cal Poly at 7 p.m. in Van Dyne Gym. That'll be our senior night. Until then, I'm signing off. This is Frank Krasinski. Have a good night.